Imagine listening to a recording, and suddenly, a voice whispers your name, but you're completely alone. Or what if you played back a baby monitor and heard something not human? These are real sounds captured by real devices. Some have no explanation, while others reveal terrifying secrets. Brace yourself, because once you hear these, you'll never sleep the same again. Let's start with number 10, but don't even think about skipping ahead. Number 10, the screaming forest, Poland's infamous horror sound. Deep in the forests of Poland, hikers stumbled upon something horrifying. Their camera mics picked up blood-curdling screams, the kind that makes your stomach drop. It sounded like someone was being tortured alive, yet there was no one there. Authorities investigated and found nothing. No missing people. No signs of distress. Yet, the screams continued for weeks, always at exactly 3:07 a.m. Some believe it's the ghosts of executed prisoners from World War II. Others say it's something far worse. But here's where it gets really disturbing. A paranormal team left an audio recorder running overnight. When they played it back, a voice whispered in Polish, "Run, before it's too late." They ran. Would you? But if you think that's scary, wait until you hear number 9. Number 9. The deep sea howl, unidentified creature beneath the ocean. In 1997, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, captured a sound so terrifying, it remains unexplained to this day. They called it the bloop. Imagine a sound so loud it traveled over 3,000 miles underwater. Scientists assumed it was an icequake, until they noticed something horrifying. The frequency matched that of a living creature. But here's the problem. For a creature to produce that sound, it would have to be bigger than the largest blue whale ever recorded. Some say it's a prehistoric sea monster, hiding in the darkest trenches of the ocean. Others believe it's something we weren't meant to discover. And here's the shocking twist. Years later, another similar sound was detected, closer to the shore. If it's a creature, it's getting closer. But wait until you hear what's lurking at number 8. It'll haunt you forever. Number 8. The baby monitor demon, a terrifying voice from nowhere. One night, a couple in Texas checked their baby monitor and nearly dropped the device in terror. They heard a deep, gravelly voice whispering to their newborn daughter. The father rushed into the room, but it was empty. Yet, when they replayed the recording, the voice was still there. And then it spoke again. "She's mine now." They searched for an explanation. Could someone have hacked the monitor? Impossible. It wasn't Wi-Fi enabled. Paranormal investigators later revealed that the house was built over an unmarked graveyard. The family moved out, but here's the truly chilling part. A new family moved in a year later and heard the exact same voice. But trust me, number 7 is even worse. Number 7. The Phantom 911 call, a call from the afterlife. A 911 dispatcher in Ohio received a disturbing emergency call. A man was screaming for help, saying someone was trying to kill him. His words were frantic, desperate, final. Officers traced the call to an abandoned house, one that had been vacant for over 30 years. But here's the twist. The voice on the tape matched the last known resident, a man who was murdered in that very house in 1987. His killer was never caught. Police checked phone records. No calls had been made from that location. Yet, the recording still exists. Was it a glitch? A prank? Or a ghost begging for justice? But number 6? It's a sound that has sent people into madness. Literally. Number 6. The suicide frequency, a sound that drives people insane. In 2012, a mysterious low-frequency hum was reported in a small town in Canada. It drove people to the brink of insanity. Some lost sleep for weeks. Others reported severe migraines and hallucinations. Scientists measured the frequency, 18.98 Hz, the exact frequency that causes the human eye to vibrate. It can literally make people see shadowy figures that aren't really there. Here's where it gets terrifying. That same frequency was detected inside an abandoned bunker in Russia, a bunker rumored to have been used for secret psychological experiments. Did someone weaponize sound? Or was this a natural phenomenon that we were never meant to hear? And if you think that's disturbing, the top 5 will leave you speechless. Please subscribe, because hitting your subscribe button can give me new motivation to work harder and succeed. This script ensures maximum suspense, shocking twists, and cliffhangers to keep viewers engaged until the last second. Let me know if you want the remaining 5 points written with the same intensity. Number 5. The Exorcism Tapes, a sound not meant for human ears. In 1975, a German girl named Anneliese Michel was subjected to a series of exorcisms after claiming she was possessed. Her family recorded the entire process. But when experts analyzed the audio tapes, they found something horrifying. Multiple voices speaking in unison in languages Anneliese had never learned. Latin, Aramaic, even Sumerian, a dead language thousands of years old. And then, at exactly 3:33 a.m., her voice shifted. It became deeper, distorted, unlike anything human. It wasn't just one demon, but 6. The most chilling part? The Vatican still has the tapes locked away, but one copy leaked online. Those who've listened to it say they experienced nightmares for weeks. Some even claim to see shadow figures watching them at night. But if you think this was terrifying, wait until you hear number 4. It's something scientists still can't explain. Number 4. The Ghost Radio Station, a signal from beyond. There's a mysterious radio station that's been broadcasting since the Cold War. It's called UVB-76, and it transmits a constant buzzing sound, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But here's the creepy part. Sometimes the buzzing stops, and a voice speaks. It whispers random numbers, Russian names, and cryptic phrases like, "The door is open." No one knows who runs this station or why. Some believe it's a spy signal. Others think it's a warning system for something sinister. But then, in 2013, something terrifying happened. The buzzing stopped completely, and for the first time, listeners heard a woman screaming. The station went silent for hours. Then the buzzing returned, as if nothing ever happened. But what's at number 3? It's a sound that has literally driven people to their deaths. Number 3. The Devil's Harmonics, the sound that drives people. Insane. In 1989, a secret military experiment took place deep in the Siberian wilderness. Scientists were testing ultra-low frequency sounds, ones that could potentially affect human behavior. They recorded a specific frequency pattern and played it in an isolated chamber. Within minutes, test subjects reported hearing whispers, voices begging for help. Then, one by one, they started screaming, clawing at the walls trying to escape. But here's the truly terrifying part. The sound itself contained no voices. It was just a tone. The project was shut down, and the research was buried. But leaked files suggest that the frequency matched one detected in ancient ruins, ones linked to demonic rituals. And if you think that's horrifying, just wait for number 2. It's a sound that should not exist. Number 2. The Cry from Space, a sound beyond Earth. In 2015, NASA's Juno spacecraft recorded a signal from Jupiter's moon, Ganymede. It wasn't a radio wave. It was a sound. When they slowed it down, it resembled a human voice, screaming. Scientists dismissed it as electromagnetic interference. But here's where it gets truly terrifying. When they compared it to recordings from other planets, they found the same frequency pattern. Whatever it is, it's not random noise, it's something speaking. Could this be proof that we're not alone? Or something much worse? Something already watching us, but nothing can prepare you for number 1. Number 1. The Sound of the Dead, captured in a graveyard at midnight. In 2009, a paranormal team in Edinburgh, Scotland set up an audio recorder in Greyfriars Kirkyard, a cemetery notorious for ghostly activity. They expected to capture faint whispers or distant noises. But what they got shocked even seasoned ghost hunters. When they played back the recording, they heard voices, hundreds of them, all speaking at once. Some were crying, others were screaming. But one stood out, a clear, chilling voice whispering directly into the mic. "You shouldn't be here." The recorder shut off by itself. When they turned it back on, the entire file had been erased. But here's the truly horrifying part. That same night, one of the investigators vanished without a trace. His body was never found. Was it all a coincidence? Or did they capture something they weren't supposed to hear? There you have it. 10 of the creepiest sounds ever recorded. But which one terrified you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you love mysterious, spine-chilling content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Until next time, stay safe. And whatever you do, don't listen too closely.